Welcome to the Impossible Shift. I'm your host, Jennifer Benson. Every person has a story, a moment that changed them, a challenge that tested them, a choice that shaped who they would become. On this podcast, we explore those stories through conversations about healing, identity, resilience, purpose, and personal transformation. We'll uncover the lessons that emerge when people face life's most difficult moments and choose to keep moving forward. Because transformation rarely happens all at once. It happens one choice at a time. Thank you for joining us. Let's begin. Welcome to the Impossible Shift. My name is Jennifer Benson. I'm your host today, and I have the distinct pleasure to introduce our next guest, Teresa Phillips. Teresa is a speaker, podcaster, and musician that uses her pain to help others using a 4-step process called the framework of the self to heal herself and others. And now, with great pleasure, I'd like to introduce you to Teresa. Teresa?
Thank you, Jennifer. My story began a long time ago, around the age of 2. I have been traumatized off and on for around 40 years. I lost my baby brother. Nobody explained to me what happened. It's just one day he's there, next he's gone. And nobody realized how that affected me till Dad tried to teach me to save the months of the year. November didn't exist for me. He pushed too hard and I ran off into a corner and started crying and wouldn't talk to either one of them. The psychologist at that time told him it's a good thing you didn't push. She would have gone into her own world. That was the start of things. I have dyslexia. I don't fit everybody's profile of normal. I was a gifted child. Was bullied a lot, especially by the teachers. My father was a well-known community member at that time, but unfortunately, his alcoholism got the better of him and he started doing things that you wouldn't think anybody would do. Fast forward to, say 1980, and, I was losing family members at a horrible rate. I just could not take it. All I wanted to do, I wasn't thinking of committing suicide at the time. That was not the thought. All I wanted to do was go to sleep. Thank God the nerve pills that they prescribed for me were so mild, it just put me to sleep for a while. When I woke up, I made my mother a promise I would never do that again, because that just would have added to the headache and heartache. I've been sexually assaulted twice, both by a former fiancé and a now ex-husband. The ex-husband tried to kill me, claiming he was possessed by my father's spirit, which I knew was a lie. That marriage ended very quickly. I've been a people pleaser all my life. I have, done for others and put myself last. My father, I reconciled with my father back in 2018. We had been estranged. We both needed to grow up, his words and mine. I moved back down here to take care of him. And I learned a lot about myself, but when he died, my whole world crashed. All that stuff that I had kept in started developing into fibromyalgia, panic attack syndrome, because I pushed so much stuff in. I did not open my mouth. I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to stand my ground. I didn't have any confidence. So, fast forward to about 4 years ago, when I started doing the planning for A Positive Life Moment with Teresa, which is currently airing on KWVH FM 94.3 Wimberley Valley Radio. My mentor there at the station, Tanya, had told me, she said, look, you've got a lot of wisdom that ladies and gentlemen need to hear. You need to start doing something about it. That's what started the Positive Life Moment with Teresa. And then I was also working with the Napoleon Hill group at that time. And my mentor there, Liz Ring Carlton, had said, you have got a story that people need to hear. So I started planning. I went from the A Positive Life Moment with Teresa to podcast guesting, I have my own series called Phoenix Rising, Wisdom of the Heart. It is uncut and unscripted. I meditate. I ask for somebody, for a topic to talk about. I heard a voice crystal clear out of the blue a couple of years ago say, look, something's got to change. Because I was very unhappy, very negative. And that's when the shift actually began. I had been learning things from the Napoleon Hill group, from Tanya, and from other people. That's when I developed the 4-step framework of the self. This is designed to work with yourself, and each one is not independent. It is dependent. Dealing with self-love, self-respect, self-confidence, and self-appreciation. And building that framework, brick by brick, step by step, has helped me to get out of that darkness. I gratitude every morning. Every morning I'm up at sunrise. I'll do a yoga workout at the sun, and I write down in my gratitude journal, I am thankful for, or I appreciate. That's made a world of difference, and I learned how to appreciate myself. I buy a dozen roses every week to show my appreciation to myself. I don't cut myself down or beat myself up anymore, which goes to the, self-respect. I stand on my boundaries. And for the self-confidence, it's basically now a mindset of, I'll be fine if they love me, be fine if they don't. That's basically where I'm at this point, and I am a lot happier. I've healed a lot of that trauma. There are still days that I backslide into negative habits. I'm going to be honest. But today, it's just full of joy. We're outside. I'm inside and looking at the clouds. I know we're going to get some more rain soon. But the land is lush and green. I'm just so thankful for everything that I have. You'd be surprised how fast those work. Back to you, Jennifer.
Thank you so much, Teresa, for sharing that incredible story. It really gives us a lot to think about. And for those of you who are interested in learning more about Teresa, I'm going to be including some information in the podcast description. So be sure to check it out and connect with her if her story resonated with you. So that concludes our today's session of The Impossible Shift. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, take care. Thank you for joining me for this episode of The Impossible Shift. If today's conversation resonated with you, I invite you to share it with someone who may need to hear it. You can learn more about The Impossible Shift, explore resources, books, coaching, and upcoming projects at theimpossibleshift.com. Until next time, remember, choice is your power. I'll see you at the next episode.